stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all away. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game, critical at this point in the game. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Rides to back and leaves it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. He's not afraid to go deep. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. is incomplete on third down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone, when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways.
And he reels it in inside the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he's done it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The inside handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. Turning it on. The 20. 10. Touchdown. and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He might want another play. On fourth down, going to the air. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Lindsey. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He caught him. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer. Breaks into the open on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Fires to the wideout. It's gone. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do?
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. There he goes. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And it's caught! Touchdown by Bengals!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And fires complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. He'll take another shot here.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires to the left side. And he holds it in at the 25.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. Fourth down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell a run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing it.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Tight end now in motion. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it. Fourth and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right on the money. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Motion from the wideout. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quick.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Lindsey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Good timing on the quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot from it.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. LSU quick to the line. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Finds a little space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Got his man. Smashes ahead. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hess. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Howley got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Using the quick game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dances away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hess. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get concerned. They're staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to look downfield again. Caught near the sticks. It's Hess. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Dances away to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.